real quick. I'll be talking a bit fast to fit it all into the time limit, so. Okay. Have any of you guys seen A Beautiful Mind before? Mm-hmm. If you have, then you know what I'm talking about when I say schizophrenia. Now, schizophrenia is a serious mental condition that it disrupts thoughts, speech, and behavior. Here you see a schizophrenic. She has a type of schizophrenic called catatonic. She'll be immobile in this position for a really long period of time, and I'll be talking about that more later on. But what causes schizophrenia? Researchers are still not sure what exactly causes it. They strongly believe that it's genetic, hereditary, brain abnormalities as seen a normal brain compared to a schizophrenic's brain. It could be biological, it could be environmental, psychological. Researchers are still not sure. Now, symptoms of schizophrenia. There's positive, negative, and cognitive symptoms. Positive is that they're above normal behavior. They have hallucinations, they have delusions, they have speech and movement disorders. Negative symptoms is they have little or no emotion. They speak without emotion. They have impassive facial expressions. Now, cognitive symptoms. They have trouble focusing, paying attention. They have trouble remembering. They have trouble deciphering information and making decisions on their own. Now, hallucinations, which is a positive symptom, is usually auditory. They hear a voice inside their head, either commenting on what they're doing, telling them to do something, or just insulting them on what they're doing. Or it could be visual, like they would see someone or something that isn't really there. Like if I was schizophrenic, I would see a man standing right there, but he isn't really there to everybody else. And you'll see an example of that later on. But types of schizophrenia. First is disorganized schizophrenia. Now their behaviors and actions are very disorganized. They're hard to understand. They may have inappropriate actions, such as laughing when they see someone get stabbed, stuff like that. Now, catatonic schizophrenia, as seen in this picture, can be of two extremes. Either they remain immobile in a position like this for hours on end, or they can never stop moving for hours. They could stop talking for hours, or they'll never stop talking for hours. Now, paranoid schizophrenia is what it is. They're paranoid. For example, they may believe that, say there's a thunderstorm and there's a thunderbolt. It's a message from God telling them that they're the Pope or they're the president. And because of that, there are people out there who are going to try to kill them out of jealousy or just because they want that power. Now, undifferentiated schizophrenia. That schizophrenia has the above symptoms, but not strongly enough in one type to be categorized as that schizophrenia. Now, residual schizophrenia is they have a past history of at least one episode of schizophrenia, but not strongly, but they have no symptoms currently. They're in remission, you could say. Treatment depends on the patient. You could take psychotherapy, which is counseling, take antipsychotic medication. You could stay at home and get treatment, or you can stay in the hospital and get treatment. Now, this affects 1% of the world's population. That doesn't sound like much, but that's 51 million people worldwide. 2.2 Americans have schizophrenia. Is there a cure? There's no cure right now. You can take antipsychotic medication to lessen the symptoms and let you live a normal life, but there's currently no cure for this disease. Now, A Beautiful Mind. This is a clip from this movie. John Nash, a schizophrenic, is told by his wife to give his baby a bath, but he has an hallucination. He sees a man that isn't there called Charles, and he tells Charles to give his baby a bath because he has to close the window because it's raining. And this is what happens.
Charles was watching. He was okay.
No one here.
Charles was watching. He's being injected.
That's schizophrenia.